Hello friends, we start with our next problem solving session under capacitors and inductor. In my previous video we have already seen about few of the problems of capacitor and inductor. Now we will see few more problems. You can refer my previous video for better understanding of capacitor and inductor concepts. Okay, so still you have not subscribed, comment and like my channel. Please subscribe it because once you subscribe it will be more easy for you to go through my all previous video in a sequential manner. Okay, the link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. Please go through it and try to understand this concept, because you will find there are a lot of problems used to come in various examinations, specifically from capacitor and inductor. So here in my previous problem solving sessions also we have seen the different type of tactics which is applicable while solving those problems. So in this session also we will see how we solve more different type of problem concerning to capacitor and inductor. Okay, so we start with our first problem. So friends, this is our next problem. Please listen the problem. This problem was asked in GATE. Three capacitors C1, C2 and C3 whose values are as mentioned as 10 farad, 5 farad and 2 farads respectively have breakdown voltages of 10 volt, 5 volt and 2 volt as I have mentioned respectively. For the interconnection shown below, this is the interconnection which is shown below, maximum safe voltage in volts that can be applied across these two terminal, okay, across these two terminal, or you can say combination. You have to find the maximum voltage which needs to be applied across these two terminal and the total charge in microcoulomb. Okay, you have to find the total charge in microcoulomb. So once again I am explaining you, this is a kind of interconnection in which these are the value of C1, C2, C3 with their breakdown voltages which is mentioned in the interconnection as shown below. You have to find the value of voltage which can be applied across these two terminal so that this combination work, and accordingly you have to find the charge which is the total charge which is applicable across this. So if I say this is A and B, so you can say that if a voltage, let V is applied across this combination, so you have to basically find the value of V and then you have to find the value of Q across these combination. Okay, so this is your question. Just by repeating my video, please try to understand the language what I suggest here. So here the one more important concept comes to be known as breakdown voltage. Yes, this is another concept, breakdown voltage. However, I have mentioned in my previous video breakdown voltage. Yes, the capacitor is having some voltage, and if you applied a voltage greater than that voltage, the capacitor will break down, or you can say that capacitor will be destroyed. Okay, you can see the images in in Google. Once you apply a voltage greater than the voltage of that capacitor, if see this is a capacitor having some voltage V1, if you applied V which is greater than V1, this capacitor breakdowns. Okay, this capacitor breakdowns. Why? Because once you apply a voltage greater than this voltage, this capacitor will not stands and it breakdown. Breakdown, it means it gets deteriorated or its plates get molded like that. Okay, so the capacitor or a combination of capacitor will work only under a certain voltage, and that voltage is known as breakdown voltage. And we must have to keep in mind above that breakdown voltage the capacitor will get destroyed, okay, or it's get deteriorated. So now we will see in this problem you have to find that voltage which has to be applied across this entire combination so that there should not be any breakdown of capacitor across this combination, that is A and B. Now if you see, if this V is the voltage, so this V voltage will be entirely available here and this V voltage will be available here. So if I talk about C1, okay, if I talk about C1, what is the voltage? This is the breakdown voltage. So this V must be less or equal to 10 volt. Yes, I can say if this is a voltage which is applied across this combination, so definitely this capacitor will not get breakdown, so that the voltage should be less or equal to 10 volt. So you can say that the value of V must be less or equal to 10 volt. Yes. Similarly, if I talk about these C2 and C3, so if I talk about C2, what is the voltage? If I talk about C3, what is the voltage? This we have to find. Now, if we will talk about C2, what is the voltage across C2? Please see. Just by applying a voltage division rule, can you find, let this voltage is VC2 and let this voltage is VC3. So can you say the value of VC2 is equal to this entire voltage V into the value of this capacitor C3, it is 2 upon 5 plus 2. So that comes to be 2V upon 7. So you can say that 2V upon 7 must be less or equal to, for C2, 5 volt. Yes. Or you can say that if you solve this, V must be less or equal to 35 by 2. Or you can say it is how much? 17.5 volt. 17.5 volt. Okay. Similarly, if you talk about C3, we will find VC3. VC3 is equal to V into, that is what, 5 upon 5 plus 2. So that comes to be 5V by 7. So you can say that 5V by 7 must be less or equal to what? 2. So from here you can say that V is less or equal to 14 by 5. And that comes to be how much? It is 2.8 volt. Now from here, if you take this 10 volt, if you take this 17.4, or if you take this 2.8 volt, so the minimum of the voltage is, once applied, this entire combination will work. Why? Because if you applied 17.5 volt, this will get breakdown. Okay. Okay. If you apply this 10 volt, okay, so definitely this C3 and C2 will get breakdown. So you can say that this is the combination, that is the value of V, that is 2.8 volt. If applied across this entire combination, then this breakdown will not occur. So you can say that the value of V comes to be how much? It is 2.8 volt. So from here you can, yes, you can say that the value of V when 2.8 volt across when applied across this combination, the entire combination will work and there is no breakdown. Okay, so this is your answer, that is the lowest value of these three voltage, that is V equal to 2.8. Now when you know the value of V, you have to find the value of Q. So you can say that Q is equal to CV. So from here you can find the value of C, that is C equivalent. How you find the value of C equivalent? That we have to see. Now we have to find the value of C equivalent, because we know Q is equal to CV. Yes, Q is equal to CV, and the value of V, which we have already find as 2.8 volt, we have to find the value of Q. Okay, so for finding out the value of C equivalent, please see, this is in parallel, these two, C2 and C3 in series. So you can say that C2 into C3 upon C2 plus C3 plus of C1. Okay, so it is C2 into C3, that comes to be 10 upon 7 plus of 10. So that comes to be 80 by 7 farad. This is the value of C equivalent. So Q is equal to 80 by 7 into how much? It is 2.8. So that comes to be how much it is? 432 coulomb. Okay, so this is the value of C, which we have find as 32 coulomb. Okay, so this is one problem asked in GATE. you have to find the power PT, and then you have to sketch the graph of PT, okay, and then you have to find the energy. So this is first, this is second, this is third. Very important problem. This is PT, you have to find PT, then you have to find then you have to draw the sketch of PT, and then you have to find the energy. The I mentioned in milliampere with respect to time t is given as here, and the voltage Vt with respect to this time t is given as here. So as we know that power Pt is simply what? It is multiplication of Vt into It, yes. So but here simple multiplication, just by doing multiplication you cannot able to find the exact value. So what you have to do, you have to find It and Vt in two different terms, okay. So first of all we will see, if I talk about It, again we write this equation in the form when 0 is t less than 2 and when 2 less than t less than 4, yes, we can write in this form. So now if you see again y by x, 60 by 20, so that comes to be 30t, since it is a ramp signal, okay, it is 30t. Now you find it, this is what? It is 260, this is 40, just find the m comes to be how much? You can subtract it, 60 minus 0 upon 2 minus 4, that comes to be minus of 30, so this slope is minus of 30, this slope is plus of 30, okay. Just by your mathematical calculation, y minus y1, that is I minus of y1, take it as x1 y1, we will take it as x1 y1, that is x2 y2. So it is I minus of y1 is 0, that is equal to your slope minus of 30, then it is t minus of 4, okay. So that comes to be how much? That is I equal to minus of 30t plus of 120, okay. Okay, so from here you can write it at 120t, not 120 minus of 30t, yes. Very important thing, once again I am writing this It as it is 30t in milliamperes, and this is 120 minus of 30t is in milliamperes for 0 less than t less than 2, for 2 less than t less than 4, okay, yes, very simple. Similarly we can find the value of Vt also. You can write here Vt directly as, it is what? It is 5 volt, it is minus of 5 volt. 5 volt is when it is 0 less than t less than 2, it is 2 less than t less than 4, yes. So very simply you find the value of Vt and It. Now you multiply it and try to get the value of Pt, okay. So Pt is equal to what? Simply you have to multiply, okay. So how much it is? This comes to be 150t milliwatt for 0 less than t less than 2, very simple. And it is how much? This comes to be 600, minus of 600 and plus of 150t, okay, plus of 150t for 2 less than t less than 4, okay. Okay, this is also in milliwatt, this is also in milliwatt, that is 2 less than t less than 4. So finally you can say that this is your power. We have find first expression in terms of Pt, very important expression, okay. We have find the first expression 150t milliwatt minus 600 plus 150t milliwatt Pt, okay. Now the next task is to draw the Pt. Now we will see how we draw it, okay. This Pt in milliwatt, okay. Now please see, first of all we will draw, this is 0, this is 2, this is 4. Okay. Now 150T milliwatt from 0 to 2. It means from 0 to 2 it goes to 150. If I say this is 150, so from here to here one ramp signal, from here to here one ramp signal. Okay, please try to understand. Now from 2 to 2 less than t less than 4, what will happen? At 2 it goes downward up to 600. Okay. Now one more important thing. Now what is this value? What is this value? Very important. What is this value? Yes, I am taking it as slope, that is m. Generally what we will write it as y equal to mx. So this is our slope. But if you talk about slope, so that is what? This value must be 300. Why? Because if you divide 300 by 2, then it comes to be 150. So just keep in mind, very important thing is the slope. So this value is your 300. Now what happens when it goes? See, now it is decreasing and decreasing up to minus of 300. So as I said, 150, it means this represent your slope, and this slope is only possible when this value is 300, because when 300 is divided by 2, that comes to be 150, and this is 150t, which represent a ramp signal. So like that you have to find this value. So this is your slope. Now you see, from 2 to 4 it represent that it is minus of 600 plus of 150t. It means you can say that this signal falls down at the same value. Please see, this signal falls down at the same value, or comes to minus of 600. Minus of 600, it means this is falling from here, so it goes to here. So if you find this difference, that difference comes to be how much? Minus of 600. Okay, so this comes to be minus of 600, and there is a positive slope of 150t. There is a positive slope of plus 150t. So can you draw this slope? Yes. So this is your waveform for power signal. Once again, please see, I will redraw it from here, and from here. Like that we have redraw it. Just try to understand. So basically your power signal is in this form. Okay, this is your power signal. Okay. So this is something important problems in which we understand this 150t and this minus 600 plus 150t and how we have redraw it. So this is all about the power PT. Now you have to find the value of energy. Okay, so energy is what? In my previous videos I have mentioned about the energy. Energy is the integral of what? Power. So you can find the energy. Now since it is a symmetric figure, so you can find the area under this figure. This is 1 your positive half, this is 1 your negative half. So directly you can say that E is what? It is 0 to t pt dt plus of 2 to 4 pt dt. Since the figures are symmetric in nature, you can directly write it as energy is what? It is 0 joule. Yes, the value of energy you can find, that comes to be 0 joule. Okay, so this is all about this problem, very important problem, in which we have understand the with the help of I and Vt we have find the Pt, then we have redraw the Pt here, and finally we have find the energy. Okay, we go for next problem. Now friend, this is your next problem, again very important problem. In this problem the value of V naught T, please see, this is an operational amplifier in which this is the condition. Okay, we have already gone through the op amp. In my previous video I told you about that The op-amp is used in any type like integrator also, differentiator also. So it is a kind of some integrator because feedback, your capacitor is connected in feedback. Okay, I have already mentioned. So here now we will try to understand the value of V naught T in the form of waveform is already mentioned here. Ri and Rf is mentioned here, and the value of C is also mentioned here. What you have to find? You have to find the waveform of Vi. Okay, this is again very important question. Here, with the help of output which we know, we are trying to identify what is Vi. Again, a very good question. So we will see how we solved it. It is given that op-amp is ideal in nature, very important. It is given that op-amp is ideal in nature. So once op-amp is ideal in nature, there exists a concept of virtual ground. So this voltage is 0 volt. The same voltage will appear here. No current will enter here. Okay. So if this concept is applicable, can we find the relation between V0 and Vi? Yes, we can find that relation. How? Now please see, I am applying KCL at this node. If it is A and B, I am applying KCL at node A. Now please see how we apply the KCL at node A. It is 0 minus of Vi upon Ri, you can write, yes, plus this 0 minus of V0 upon Rf, this current and this current. There are three currents. Okay, this potential exists here also. So it is 0 minus of V0 upon Rf, you can write 0 minus of Vi upon Ri, plus when you talk about the current across the capacitor, we know the current across capacitor is given by C dV by dt. So this comes to be what? It is C d upon dt. This current I is what? It is 0 minus of V0. Yes, you can write it as 0 minus of V0, that is equal to 0. Can you write this equation? Yes, very simple. So from here you can say that the value of Vi is, I am just transferring here, so it is come to be V0 Ri upon Rf, okay, plus of Ri into C, it is dV naught upon dt. This is your minus of Vi. Yes, I have just transferred all values there itself. So that comes to be Vi equal to, take minus of f common. Now please see, the value of Ri is 1 mega ohm, Rf is 1 mega ohm, so that comes to be V0 plus Ri into C, that is 1 microfarad, 1 mega ohm, that comes to be 1. So that is dV naught by dt. So V0 we know, if I find the differential of dV naught by dt, one can get the waveform for Vi. Yes, this we know, this we have to find. Okay, and with the help of this too we can find the nature of Vi. Very important. Just try to understand the different type of concept. This numerical is, since it is a big numerical, such type of numerical will not come in the examination, but there are a lot of concepts which is applicable in numerical, which helps you to solve the different type of problem in your examination. So that's why I have taken this problem, very important problem. In this problem, first we have understand how we apply this KCL. Now we are finding out the nature of Vi, that is waveform of Vi, with the help of this equation. Okay, now the value of V0 you already know. Can you find the value of dV naught by dt? As I told you earlier, the differentiation of a ramp signal is nothing but a UT, that is unit step signal. So can we draw this? Yes, we'll draw this. Now see, I will take it as 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. Okay, this value remains same as 4 minus of 4. Yes, this value will remain as 4 and minus of 4. Now if I have to find simply this dv naught by dt, what it is, this comes to be a unit step signal in this manner. Yes, this is your t. This is what? This is dv naught t upon dt. This waveform is for, I have just differentiated. So the differentiation of your ramp signal is a unit step function. So it comes to be here. Now it is a decreasing slope. So definitely this value comes to be here. It moves up to 3, and now as it is an increasing slope, so it is like that. I already mentioned in my previous problem. You can go through it and try to understand it. Okay, I am not repeating the same thing here. So I think you understand how we draw dv naught t upon dt. So this is basically dv naught t by dt. Once again I am explaining here. Maybe it is not visible to you. This waveform is for dv naught t upon dt. Okay. Okay. Yes. This waveform is for dv naught t by dt. Now what I will do, I will add these two, v naught and dv naught by dt. If I add these two now, see, very important how we add this. Now just try to understand. For adding this, I will redraw these diagrams. Now friend, I am going to add this. This is your v naught t and this is your dv naught t by dt. Okay. Now I am going to add this here. Now please see, at 1 the maximum magnitude is 4, this magnitude is also 4. At 0 this magnitude is 4, this magnitude is 0. So when you add, this signal will start somewhere from here. Say it is 4, this is 4, this is some value, maximum value, you can say it is plus 8, this is minus of 8, this is minus of 4. So it means your signal will start from somewhere here, okay, in this manner, and now it is starting moving in this direction. Okay, now at 1 the magnitude goes up. Okay, but since it is a ramp signal, now please see, at 0 this is your 0 origin. Okay, at 0 this magnitude is 4, this is 0, so 0 plus 4 comes to be, it means your signal will start from somewhere here, 4. But now from 0 to 1 the signal is in ramp. From 0 to 1 this is the maximum magnitude is 4. Okay, so that means this slope from here, when signal starts, it will go to its maximum value. And if you see, what is the maximum value? This is 4, this is 4. Okay, why? Because its slope is 4. M comes to be what? M comes to be 4. So it goes to 4. So 4 plus 4, that comes to be 8. So that signal will start from here, okay, and it goes up to here. Now please try to understand. From 1 to 2, if we go from 1 to 2, now see, this is a decreasing ramp signal. Okay, this is a decreasing ramp signal and this is constant. This is minus 4 and this is a decreasing ramp signal. It means what will happen, this slope is also what? Negative slope, and this is also minus, so that signal will fall. That signal will fall. Now you see this, I have redraw this. From 0 to 1, this is your unit step function. At 0 it is, the value is 4, at 0 this value is 0. So that means this signal will move in this fashion from 0 to a maximum value of 4. Okay. Now when it move further 0 to 1, this value is maximum 4, and from 0 to 1 the maximum peak reaches here, again the slope is 4. So that means from 0 to 1 the slope will reaches up to maximum value of 4 plus 4. So that comes to be 8. Now from here, if you see from 1 at both instant, now this slope is falling. This slope is again falling. Okay, and this is the same slope. You can find this is the same slope with m equal to minus of 4, and this is also minus of 4. That means this slope will drastically fall. So this signal will drastically fall. So here this signal will fall like that, and it goes to where? It goes to the value of 1 here up to. Why? Because when you go from 1 to 3, you will see this is constant as minus 4, and from 1 to 3, first it is moving in this fashion up to 2, and then from 2 to 3 it is moving in this fashion. Okay, so what will happen? This maximum value again will be the addition of this negative value and this negative value. So how much it is? Minus 4, so that comes to be minus 8. So from here this signal will fall in this manner from 1 to 3. From 1 to 3 this comes to be how much? It is minus of 8. Now if you see from 3, again this signal is rising up to plus 4 value, and this slope is also rising. Okay, so now this and this get cancelled out, and this value will get positive slope. So from 3 to 4 this slope will rising. Okay, so now this is your signal for what? This is your signal for Vi. This is your signal for Vi. But when you talk about minus of Vi, because you have to draw for minus of Vi, simply you have to change this figure. Okay, so now I am redrawing this network. Okay, now this is the value of your minus of Vi, which is your answer. Okay, again this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 8 minus 4 minus 8. We have just reversed the diagram. Okay, so in this way we have redraw this diagram for our Vi. Why we have taken? Because here it comes to be minus. Okay, so just by repeating this problem you just try to understand how we have redraw it. Okay.